everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Just doing a little Palo Santo, cleansing the energy, getting ready for our morning messages reading. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive. Oops. Don't want to burn the floor. And this is our morning messages. So these are supposed to be a little bit softer, more inspirational. I love starting my day pulling a few cards. It really helps balance me, align me, gives me something to kind of fall back on, especially if the day gets challenging. So they're general, collective. If the message resonates, totally take it with you. If not, no worries. It's just not meant for you. But like I said, it's not as situation specific. I will pull some tarot. I'll pull some tarot. So we'll see if there's anything that pops up that needs to be looked at and addressed. But I try to keep it kind of cohesive for encouragement and love and support in whatever way you need today. It's a little bit of a gloomy morning here. We're expecting a big storm. Go figure. After everything just melted. This time of year. You can probably hear I have a little bit of a cold too. It's just... this time of year is a lot of back and forth. We're ending the season of the zodiac. We're in Piscean season. Happy birthday to anybody who is celebrating today or this weekend. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, okay. So Gaia, creation, Mother Earth, can be found in every single thing. She is our creator. Her body, this planet, is our home. She is a living, breathing being, tangible and present within us. She is giving, capable, nurturing, glorious. She is strong, healing, bountiful, tenacious, and rhythmic. Each of her cycles gifts us a season, opportunities to nourish ourselves, flourish with others, and grow. When the events of your days become too much, visit with her, breathe her in, imbibe her technicolor magic. She will inspire you to create your own. How beautiful. I love this deck. It's called Fantastic Beings. I think it's what Avec la vie. She's, they're really beautiful. But, I really hear this, like, life is hard, right? It's messy. It throws us a lot of twists and turns, things that we don't expect. I think sometimes that is part of the magic, the dance, even when it is challenging and pushes us down and steps our face into the mud. It's an opportunity to really challenge ourselves to get creative and grow and evolve outside of it, right? Dragon blood tree, attuned. So it's like a canopy gifted with an intense attunement to its environment. Its being shares a strong relationship with the wildlife, living synergistically around it and breathing it in. So this is a lot about, right, being in tune with what's around us, our environment. Excuse me. I'm a huge proponent of nature. It's a great, easy way to ground us. We don't often get outside enough, take a hike, breathe in the air, And I think it really helps realign us, like I said, ground us into what's going on and gives us that, fresh perspective. Pegasus, wellspring, I love that. One of the most adored and admired mythological creatures. Pegasus is the quintessential fantastic being to represent the original and bountiful source of inspiration and creativity. Glorious, brave, ardent, Pegasus bestows determination, courage to glide through the complex and difficult tasks of life. Do not be afraid when the sun begins to fade. The caverns plunge and the mountains multiply. Instead, embrace its fervor. Raise your hands to the sky. And see where the journey will take you. This is the wellspring of life. That got me a little emotional. I've been going through a lot of hard stuff myself for what seems like forever. It's been probably the past 8 months-ish. And there was a little bit of a breakthrough yesterday. And I was lifting up my hands just in gratitude and for getting through it, you know. Sometimes, I don't know, I know for me personally, I fell into this illusion, like if I could be healthy enough, then my life would be perfect, right? The bad stuff wouldn't happen, but it doesn't really work that way. I think our health and our wellness is what allows us to navigate the hard stuff. Because there's always messiness. There's always going to be people who are low vibey or just functioning out of their own wounding, their own sadness, their own pain. It is part of healing, but I guess, not everyone wants to look at that, and that's not a bad thing, right? Because I think that we have to, just like this overarching energy says, like we really have to align with creation depending on what's going on in our life. So if we're in a situation that's not moving, that's not budging, someone's refusing, being stubborn, we have to get creative. And it's not about forcing the issue with that person, because a lot of times, well, actually I think all the time, people don't want to be forced, right? People are going to do what they're going to do. And it's painful, right? Yeah, 6 of Wands, wanting their own victory. And sometimes we have to accept that no matter how badly we want a situation to work out. I think it's taking that step back and really tuning in. Is this person or situation working for the highest and best for everyone involved, or is it selfish? And when we're more tuned into what it is, it allows us to be a little bit more creative and create that magic, you know, bringing it in, calling it in. Well, the other thing astrologically is, I believe Venus is conjunct Jupiter right now, which brings in fortune and abundance, possibly new love. If you're single, Princess of Cups is the gift of love and new beginnings, new opportunities. And I love this. This dolphin is holding this lotus. I know it's kind of like blurry, so I apologize. But the dolphin's holding a lotus, and it just reminds me of that saying, like sometimes we need the muck, the dirtiness in order to grow, in order to evolve. Coming from a place of so much pain and difficulty and probably feeling a little ruined, raw, vulnerable. But there is new beginnings, which I love, you know. The Ten of Swords, oops. I thought that these were, I don't read reversals, especially in our inspirational messages. It's clarity, you know. I think sometimes that clarity can be really challenging. But it's better to have this awareness. It's better to have a understanding versus being blind, right? Not being in tune with our environment, not being able to kind of see and understand what is going on around us. Because when we don't, then we're just gonna make the same decisions over and over and over again. And that is more painful, right? Because we stay in the cycle. We stay in the challenge and in the hardship. And I feel like we don't deserve that, right? We deserve to be living this just beautiful, magical life. That's our birthright. I don't like all my cliche phrases, but they work, right? But it's true, you know. I think as humans, we can make heaven on earth. But it is a choice, and it is about our well-being and our clarity of consciousness, and, you know, working really hard to manifest and create what you want to bring in. Listening to that instinct and then using that power accordingly. Needing to be more diplomatic, even when it is painful. The Queen of Swords is amazing at that, you know, like she might not like the choices that are in front of her. She might not like what she has to do, but she'll still do it because of what is best for the whole, you know? So kind of back to that analogy, if someone's just not working with you, what can you do, you know? It almost becomes this, you know, constantly running into a wall, hitting your head into a wall over and over and over again, where the Queen of Swords will step up and say, you know what, this is a cycle with this person, individual, situation, 11:11 on the clock, and I need to step away from it, even if it is painful. But that's the thing, like when we use our intuition to create what we want, we're actually like using our power, our innate power, our wisdom. Like I said, versus sticking your head in the sand and pretending something's not a certain way that it is. Ooh. Don't block the healing. Don't let it throw you off course. The star in the major arcana is considered the wish fulfillment. So really attaching to that for yourself, knowing that you can have your wants and your desires, and taking the healing steps, even though they're very, very hard and challenging, they actually do put us in alignment with the path that we want, the goals, the desires, the ideals we want to live. Where if we keep ourselves in that situation that's the same over and over and over again, we're not going to heal. We're not going to get where we want to go, because that person or thing is just not, it's that like proverbial square peg in the round hole, right? It's just not going to fit, because we're all responsible for ourselves. Sometimes a no is just a no. It's not a bad thing, you know. It's taken me a long time to learn that. Like, it's actually a blessing in disguise. Even if it is a blow to our ego or what we want, it's a blessing in disguise. And usually we don't see that until hindsight. We have to bring the cycle to a close in order to move forward. The completion is being blocked right now, that Four of Wands. And perhaps from an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe you're just dealing with someone who's pretty arrogant or stubborn, proud, unable to recognize things for what they are, unable to bend, to flex, like, not flex, but like flex, like bamboo, right? Unable to, it's like this, not being agreeable, you know, constantly kind of pursuing this, it's got to be my way or else. And that really is what prevents this whole thing from shifting and evolving and healing and becoming better and stronger, even if that looks different, right? Princess of Pentacles, there could be financial attachment. This is new beginnings with money, messages of money, Ten of Pentacles, wealth, our home, our family, our abundance. The tide is turning with that as well. Needing a little more grounding. Again, coming back to that point of like grounding with what's happening in our environment and not being afraid of that, knowing that change is here. But the death card is so about that rebirth, It's not just an ending. It's an ending and it's a new beginning. And my favorite message from the death card is that of the phoenix, because it burns away the old. It releases, it lets go of what no longer serves us, what is not heart honoring, not meant for us, right? That no that I was talking about. All right, so we're gonna do some blessing cards to close this out. I hope that whatever situation you're navigating through, that there's been a lot of tension or push-pull or not really getting the movement that you would like to see. I just am sending you so much love and blessings through the process. I know you are amazing, you're strong, you're creative, so much potential. You can have what you want. Ooh, I love these. A blessed idea. An idea manifests endless blessings, but you must act to bring the idea to life. The time is right. Know that the world is full of ideas floating around aimlessly until someone notices and breathes life into them. This is your time to shine. Have faith. I love that. So beautiful, and such a beautiful confirmation to this reading. Sometimes we do have to have the trust and the faith, because now is the blessing. Life is timeless moment in the eternal now. You perceive yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but in reality, there's only now. Focusing on the past or future keeps you from fully living and receiving life's blessings. Bring your awareness within and you receive a timeless blessing. How beautiful, Being present is so hard, especially when we're in a messy situation, right? But it actually gives so much peace, so much surrender, feeling that grounding again. I haven't said that word like 20 times already. And last message, a blessing from your soul. You are a beautiful soul, full of infinite wisdom. Stop judging and start loving yourself. You are blessed with endless potential and on the verge of transforming into the radiant being that is your true essence. Shine your light and allow this blessing into your heart. It's so true, guys. Like what I was saying, we all deserve, we're all so beautiful and unique and diverse. No matter where we've come from, what we've done, how life is working or not working for us, we deserve to live the life that we want, and we can have it. A lot of times it's just believing and then taking actions to change the things that aren't working. It sounds simplistic. I know it's easier said than done, but I also think there's so much lightness and beauty and fulfillment that comes from making the more heart-honoring decisions. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. I'm wishing you all the love and blessings for your day. Thank you for the support. Definitely big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. I would just love to build and grow the community always. All right, lots of love. Talk soon.